Hi there, this is Laura Brandenburg from Bridging the Gap. And today I want to talk about how to get on track or back on track if your career as a business analyst kind of falters along the way or gets stuck somewhere. And this can happen if you take a long break, maybe to take care of children or aging parents, or if somewhere along the way, like your career just takes a bad turn and you end up in a role that wasn't really what you started with. And that can happen as well if you get laid off or if your organization starts shrinking instead of expanding. And so the opportunities to do new and interesting project work kind of start to diminish. So no matter how you got here, we're going to talk about how to get you unstuck and how to make sure your business analyst career is back on track and growing. So let's jump right in. I'm going to share 5 different steps that you can take to really kind of walk through this process of going from being, not feeling great about where you're at in your business analyst career to feeling like you're a tried and true, solid, official business analyst. So the first thing you want to do is just kind of clear out the mental and emotional clutter of this being stuck, right? So it's really easy to get frustrated with your past employers, maybe the projects or other people you've worked with or family members that you had to show up for, whatever it was that kind of got you off track, to kind of focus on that. And so you really do need to have a little bit of compassion for yourself and for others. Forgiveness is a great tool to kind of just clear that out and let it go. So forgive yourself for whatever position you're in now and be ready to move forward. So kind of just let yourself, do some cleansing and let that old story go so that you can move on and create a new story. Now, from there, the second thing is really to think about recommitting and re-energizing yourself in your business analyst career. So think about what is it that brought you to this in the first place? Why did you love business analysis? What were you so excited about? Maybe it was that first opportunity that was just something so new and it's so exciting. I remember for me, it was I'd just gotten, QA was great, but I'd gotten kind of stuck in that. It was the same over and over. And now I had a new opportunity for a fresh start and a fresh role doing higher level responsibilities. And so that's kind of something even today I'll pull back from. Why am I doing this? Oh, right. I remember how exciting that was and how exciting it still is. So one way to do that, if you haven't already, take the business analyst Litmus test. It's in my book, How to Start a Business Analyst Career, right at the beginning because it's so important. I've also recorded a video about 6 months ago that has the Litmus test, and I read through it for you. So if you don't want to buy the book, you can go and find that video and check that out as well. And another way to do that, the Litmus test, is just think about your most favorite job that you've ever had, or your most favorite project, not even job, because a job can have a lot of parts and maybe you like some and you didn't like other parts. So think about the best project you ever worked on. And what was that project like? What was your role? What were some of the criteria of it? What were the people like? What was the team like? What kind of things did you work on? And what made that project unique and special? And what made your contribution so amazing? And use that as a touchstone as you start to think forward and plan out your career goals to kind of bring that back. How can you bring that kind of project back into your career? And that's going to set you in the right direction. So that's that recommitment, that re-energization. Is that a word? I don't think so. The re-energizing phase of kind of getting back on track. So then the third thing is just start making bigger contributions. A lot of times we'll wait until somebody will say, hey, Laura, can you go ahead and analyze this process, or can you solve this problem for us? We're just waiting for somebody to tell us kind of what to do and how we can be helpful. And they might not even know, especially if you've been frustrated for a while, they might not know that you have this extra thing that you could do, or this extra desire or a way to contribute more effectively. And so go out and just start volunteering to do things that you wouldn't normally do, maybe aren't part of your formal job description. And it could be analyzing a process that is problematic. Just start by, even inside your own team or inside your day-to-day work. It could be facilitating a meeting of a small group of people to solve a problem. Whatever it is, just get started. Don't make a big deal out of it. Don't overthink it. Just do something that's bigger and better than what you're doing currently, and make you make that step up to make that happen. Okay? When you start to step up, good things tend to happen in your career, whether it's in this opportunity or something else. The fourth thing is it can be necessary, especially if you've had a long break, to update your skills or refresh your skills. So the wonderful thing about business analysis, in my opinion, is your skills are never really outdated. So your communication skills, your ability to analyze requirements, like that core competency, it doesn't change. Once you're a business analyst, you're always a business analyst, and you've always got great skills, very transferable skills that you can apply in a business analyst role. But you might feel a little rusty around them. You might not quite remember what it's like to go through a big project again. So kind of participating in some training or watching videos like this or reading a few books, that's a way for you to hit refresh, you to feel more confident in what it's going to take to be a business analyst, you to kind of remember all the cool, fun things that you've done in the past, even if those things were 10, 15, 20 years ago. Kind of that's, you're bringing that back up, and training can help you do that. And then the fifth thing is really to connect with others. So make sure that you're finding ways to connect with other business analysts. Go to your local IIBA chapter meeting if you have one. If not, maybe it's time to start one in your local community. Virtually, you can do this online. Look for LinkedIn groups. Bridging the Gap has a LinkedIn group that you can contribute to. A lot of the major players in the online space all have LinkedIn groups around business analysis, where you can connect with other business analysts, connect with people personally, have those conversations, comment on their posts, kind of be part of the conversation so you feel dialed into and connected with the business analysis profession, instead of feeling like you got to go this alone. The business analysis profession is truly a giving, generous, very open community. And so if you feel like you're in this alone, it's because you haven't been looking for those resources and haven't been taking advantage of all that there is out there for you. So kind of just go out and start looking for it and participating where you can. Another way to do this might be to hire a coach or a mentor who's in the business analysis profession and who can give you that one-on-one support and accountability to go after your career goals and to set those milestones and to really be moving forward in your career. So those are 5 things to be thinking about if you really feel like stuck or like you're not quite sure how to get back on track with your business analyst role. So my challenge to you is I would love to hear, what step are you going to take this week? So leave a comment below. This is a great way to get some accountability and build a little bit of that community. Start to connect with other people who are also leaving comments. So let us know, what are you going to do this week to get back on track? What's the one thing you're going to do? It doesn't have to be huge, but it does have to be a concrete action step that takes you forward. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what it is. Check back in with us when you do it and let us know what you're going to do next. So again, my name is Laura Brandenburg from Bridging the Gap, and we help business analysts get started in their careers. Thanks for watching.